What I'm going to do is I'm going to help you transform your life. Are you ready to transform your life? And I'm going to start clapping. Here we go. Clap, 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 clap. Everybody, let's clap. All right, let's do it. Do you know what just happened there? Shh. I want you to shut the beep up, because I'm Tony Robbins and I curse a lot. My name's Tony. Do you want to shut the beep up and focus? What just happened right there was a moment.
That's Tony Robbins. It's just ridiculous. The guy's just crazy. He charges you $5,000 to go to a seminar where you
get to walk on hot coals. Are you kidding me?
Get a freaking shoe. Get a shoe. I don't need to build my faith by walking on hot coals and trust falling into a pea. Do you want to kill yourself? Do you want to kill yourself? Well, I'll tell you how not to kill yourself. What you do is
you talk to Tony Robbins, and for $22,000, you could become a certified life coach, and you could get to know the celebrities, because I've helped all the godless celebrities who all need psychotherapy because they've taken different characters into their soul, and they've become, Meryl Streep has become every character, and she no longer has a soul, but she comes to my events, and I teach her how to walk on hot coals.
If that's what you want, that's a different thing. But here's the deal. People sign up for Thrive15.com, and when they do, they're called one-on-one coaching clients. And by the way, they pay $1,500 a month. That's the total, $1,500. You go to Tony Robbins, he says,
for $22,000, you can learn my magical system, but there's more.
Now, here's the thing is we don't do that. We don't teach you to become a certified. We just help you grow your plumbing business, right? So we got to make a landing page, and that landing page is what allows you to get people on your website. So you want to get to the top of Google. You have a landing page. You have retargeting ads. And I'm not kidding. One person turned it in, their landing page. They turned it in. They magnified the total times 16. They wanted me to pay them $400 for 40 minutes of work. Am I making that up?
No, these are true. These are
freaking
true things.
idiots.
I can't take that voice. I just need you to know I'm going to die.
I'm Tony Robbins, and I'm here to absolutely rock your minds. And what I do is I curse randomly. If you go onto Netflix and watch me, you're going to see me ask people things. I'm going to be talking normally, and all of a sudden I'm like, so holy boop, are you ready to get booped up? Because I'm Tony Boopin' Robbins. I'm Tony Boopin' Robbins. In the first 90 seconds of my Netflix video, I boop, and I boop, and I boop, and I boop, and I will keep booping until I boop this house down. Let's all clap, 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 clap.
We tried to watch this with our kids, and we said, oh my gosh, we didn't know.
That voice.
I'm 6'8" of great. I'm Tony freaking Robbins. I'm abnormally large. I have huge teeth, huge money, baby.
Anyway, so there's the thing. Tony Robbins. So I'm just saying is, if you're listening right now, the thing is, we do payroll together to catch people playing little games. We also, when we work together, we also do little business tips together. So I asked Vanessa for a little feedback. I say, hey, Vanessa, I have this speaking event I'm thinking about taking. What do you think? Or I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And Vanessa, why do you feel like that I ask you those kind of things? Why do I ask you for business tips on occasion? Why do I do that?
Well, I would like to in my mind think because you value my opinion and my feedback. As your wife, you're someone I value. You don't ask anyone that in the same way that I would ask you in a project I'm doing because you're a source of wisdom, but also I value you as my husband.
Now, why do I, if you had to describe for the listeners, why do I not like going on vacations and why do I love going to Sam's Club?
Ooh, you are a man of routine and you are like a stable rock.
I'm a rock.
You're a rock. You are a solid foundation. You're not going anywhere, but you don't want everything changed up, a changed up schedule. You don't want to get on a flight. You want Groundhog Day, the same day every day. You love it.
Love it.
You want to go to Sprouts, go to the store. You're someone who's wonderful to do the everyday life with.
If you want to take me on vacation, I'm going to tell you what, you will not forget a thing, but you will not want me to go with you. You'll go, their checklists are dynamic. Nothing was forgotten except we had no fun. And this angry man kept going, get in the car. Get in the car. We got to go. And
you love cruises.
As long as it's not the voice. They have a
great itinerary.
As long as it's not the voice.
No, I won't. I'm seriously.
Don't do it. Don't.
No, I want everyone to understand. I am not, just because I am
able to completely imitate Tony Robbins' voice does not mean in any way that I am ripping him.
Okay, so here's the thing is, now also, Vanessa, you take the kids to activities during the day. That's something that we don't do together.
True.
I let you do that. So if you're listening right now, what I want you to do is I want you to focus in right now. I want you to take notes. I want you to think about what are the areas that you want to do together with your spouse. What are the areas you don't want to do together with your spouse? It doesn't mean you're a bad person, but you've got to spend quality time together. To quote my R&B guys from High Five, you got to spend that quality time, because you got to have that quality time to get together, the time to marinate, the time to talk, the time to get together and really just make sure that you've exchanged communication. You have to do that, but you got to figure out what should we do together and what should we not. And everyone's going to be a little bit different, but you must figure out how are you going to spend that time together. We come back, we're going to be talking about move number 4, be intentional about weaving your family into the business on the daily.
You're listening to the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Hello, Thrive Nation. Welcome back to the inspiration station for you. You're in your mobile dojo of mojo. You got that AC at that right level. You should be sharing a car. You should be reducing your carbon footprint. But you know what you're doing. You're driving home alone right now, and this is your little... It's like your safe place. It's like your place where you're on your way home. You're just kind of relaxing. And you're just wanting to listen to a show that's going to help you grow your business, start a business. And we're talking about the 6 super moves for weaving your family into your business. And my name is Clay Clark. I'm the former SBA Entrepreneur of the Year. And I am here, yes, to be talking to you about the 6 super moves for weaving your family into your business. And I have my beautiful wife, Miss Vanessa Clark, in the house. How are you?
Great.
And I have Miss Sharita Bent, who's just a great American. I mean, just a great American. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So we're talking about these 6 super moves, and it's so important because I'm being serious. I'm getting maybe a little bit off the outline, a little bit off the notes, but I want to say this. If you're listening right now and you got this mixed up, you have it twisted, it's not right, I'm going to give you some. Are you ready for some, Shark? Are you ready for some profound knowledge?
I'm ready.
Here we go. If you're married right now and you're a guy, and you married somebody because you want them to make you happy, I want you to write this down. Nobody can make you happy but you.
Amen.
So it's not going to happen. So if you got married for someone to make you happy, it's not going to happen. So if you're mad that she's not making you happy, excuse me, I got all emotional. The thing is, you can't get mad at her for not making you happy. No one can make you happy but you. Vanessa, why is that so important for people to understand?
Well, because they're searching for something they'll never find then. You've got to be complete in yourself to be able to give to your spouse.
So the thing is, if you're listening right now, you've got to be complete in yourself. But then you have to wake up every day wanting to be your spouse's cheerleader. That's kind of weird.
I have something for that too.
So you can't expect your spouse to make you happy, but it should be your duty to cheer for your spouse. Miss Sharita Bent, what do you have?
I think sometimes people have these unrealistic expectations, and when you put those expectations on other people, it's one of these traps that people can fall into that's going to really be damaging for your family, because really nobody has the capacity to make you happy, right?
And someone can't support that burden of having to carry your happiness.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you this. I'm a very happy man, but I'm very aware of what makes me not happy. So, example, family. I could have been raised by wolves. I could have been raised by... So I love my mom. Mom's great. My dad recently passed away. He recently passed away from ALS, sad deal. But like, I love my dad and I love my mom, but they don't make me happy. I'm happy independent. People said, do you miss your dad? Well, I mean, I'm a Judeo-Christian. That's my view. I view the world. I'm a Christian. I got to be real. I talked to a guy this morning. I said, no, I'm very happy for my dad. I mean, in theory, if you're a Christian, you believe that heaven is supposed to be awesome. So I don't even allow myself to emotionally process missing him. I just go, I'm happy for him because I believe he can see me, hear me, interact with me in a deeper spiritual way than I could when he was here. I really do believe that. It's weird. I was talking to him on the way home to my car. I was just talking to him, and I really do believe that. I really do.
Me too.
And so my whole thing is like, I'm happy for my dad. So I'm just saying, but there's so many people who are like, my mom didn't make me happy. No, Mary Clark did a freaking awesome job. That's my mom. Did a freaking awesome job. She's the best she could. But you know what? She can't make me happy. Some people say that their dialogue, well, my dad wasn't there for me. Maybe your dad abused you. Real talk. Maybe your mom abused you. I'm just telling you, maybe your boss is mean. Maybe your spouse is mean. Maybe, but you have to make you happy. That has to start there. You have to have control of you. And then if you're married or you're dating someone, your job should be to try to make them as happy as possible cheerlead for them, coach them, but no one can make you happy but you. It's just a big thing, a big, profound little get down. I want to make sure we get into that. But we have to talk about point number 4, which is be intentional about weaving your family into your business. Miss Sharita, can you read our definition here? Sharita is our definition magician. She's bringing that real talk to 1170 Talk Radio.
Yeah, so when you're talking about being intentional, that means whatever you're doing, it's going to be done in a way that is planned or a way that is intended. So you will have a specific determination to say, I'm going to act in a certain way, or I'm going to have a plan or a desire to do something. I'm going towards this very particular purpose.
So here's an example. We hired our kids to clean the office. It's not because I couldn't hire a janitorial service.
Right.
I want my daughter to learn what it means to have a checklist and get the checklist done, and to be paid if she gets it done and not paid if she doesn't. And have I ever got intense about it not being cleaned properly?
Correct. You have.
And I don't care that she's my daughter. I want her to learn that, because I feel like I am a boss with compassion, where I would say, hey, this wasn't done right, but I'm not going to fire her. I'm just going to get intense. I'm not going to pay you for today. But she's learning those skills, so hopefully when she gets out into the real world and comes to work for you or me, she knows what that's like. And so I'm intentional about teaching them those lessons. Then they said, hey, we want to bring in our sister to help. And I'm like, okay, cool. Here's your cleaning budget. If you're going to cut it in a third and share that, then you can. And that's the whole thing. And so other examples, shadowing me to work. Vanessa, talk to the Thrivers about shadowing, the kids shadowing us at work. Why, kind of your perspective of that.
I think it's such a special thing because this is, I'd say, a talent of yours, or something that you enjoy, and to bring your kids into something that you enjoy and share that with them, they're going to learn from you what you're doing. And then also, I also see you developing skills in them where you might say, hey, I would like you to shadow this graphic designer for a bit, Havana. And so, yes, she's there at work learning from you, learning what you do, being a part of what you do, but then you're also developing skills in her in that process. And she might sit with a graphic designer, work on a website. These are real things that she does. And what I want to add to the cleaning, which is so great, it's not a one-time thing. The novelty of the funness of cleaning the office wears off after you've been doing it for a year. You know what I mean? And you're still doing it.
And after adult men
Yeah.
do crimes against humanity in the restroom, where you're like, oh my gosh, are you not aware how to aim?
Yeah.
Did you need a laser sight? I'm running around with the guys in the office. My daughter will come up to me and go, Dad, it's bad. What are they doing? Are there like 4-year-old boys that work there? And I'm like, we need to get them a laser sight. Where would they put it? We don't get into that. But the thing is that you just, that's real talk. I'm exposing her to real life in a controlled environment. So, another thing I want to bring up here is killing weeds. I hate weeds. I go to a certain office. Let's just say it's not my office. I go there, freaking weeds out front. What the heck? You have weeds out front? You got like a weed that's like taller than a human. True story.
True story.
At what point did you lose? I mean, that's like, check it out. I know we're in America, where women shave their legs. Maybe you're in Spain or another. Where do women grow out that hair? Like they don't care. Where is that? Spain?
It's European. Yeah, it's European.
But
thing.
America, if you're like growing out like a rug on your leg, at a certain point you said, you know what, I'm embracing long leg hair. I don't care about the social norms. That's what's going on if you're growing like a deciduous random forest in front of your freaking building where it just looks like it's like a nature reserve. I go to this certain downtown office, like a buffalo is running around there. There's a buffalo, there's a snake, there's like a fish, there's an whole ecosystem. There's some guy named Mugwai who's going, I'm like, is that a deciduous native that's been somehow birthed from an amoeba? We haven't chopped the weeds down in so long that an amoeba has been able to evolve into a man. I mean, it's just crazy. I want to chop those weeds down. I brought my kids. I taught them how to do it. When we get back, we'll tell you more about chopping down the weeds.
Live, local, now. You're listening to the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Hello, Thrive Nation. Welcome back to your inspiration station. This is your opportunity to learn what you need to know to start or grow a business. And if you're on Facebook Live, it's a chance to look at me and to judge me. You're able to look and go, I